This chocolate buttercream is light, fluffy, and decadent, the perfect match for chocolate cupcakes. Buttercream is pretty simple, but there are definitely some tips and tricks that make an okay buttercream turn into one of the most delicious things you've ever tasted. I've shared with you how to make perfect vanilla buttercream, and ever since I've had constant questions about how to make it chocolate flavoured. To make the chocolate buttercream, it starts off like the vanilla buttercream. You'll need 1 cup or 2 sticks of room temperature butter. It's very important that your butter is at room temperature. If it's straight out of the fridge, there is no way you'll be able to cream it. So just remove it about an hour or so before you're ready to get started. Place your butter in the bowl of a stand mixer or a large bowl if you're using a hand mixer. Mix on medium speed first before increasing it to high speed for about 5 minutes or until the butter is pale and has almost doubled in volume. You'll need to use a stand mixer or a hand mixer for this recipe. If you do try to make the chocolate buttercream by hand, it's almost impossible to get the light and fluffy texture, as you would need to be whipping the butter for hours. If you would like the full recipe for this chocolate buttercream, it will be on my website, as well as the full measurements listed in the description box below. Make sure to subscribe to my channel and take a look at my other buttercream recipes. Make sure to use a spatula a few times to scrape down the sides of the bowl so there is nothing getting stuck. One question I get often with buttercream is, do I need to use unsalted or salted butter for this recipe? In my opinion, use whichever you have on hand. I almost always have salted butter, so that's what I use. You don't get a salty taste to the buttercream. There is so much sugar that overpowers any salt, so it just helps to balance out the flavour. When your butter is incredibly light and fluffy, it's time for the sugar. You need to use icing sugar for this recipe. It is also known as powdered sugar or confectioner's sugar, depending on where you live in the world. They are all the same ingredient, just make sure you're not using regular granulated sugar, as this will not work. You'll need 5 cups or 625 grams, which may seem like a lot, but you will need this much. Vanilla buttercream only needs 3 cups, but as we're adding cocoa powder to this recipe, the extra sugar helps to balance out the sweetness and take away any bitter flavour from the cocoa powder. It's easiest to add your sugar in thirds so it incorporates faster and you don't end up losing half of it outside the bowl. Mix on low speed first until it is mostly incorporated before turning the mixer up higher. When we are ready to add the last lot of sugar to the bowl, also add half a cup of cocoa powder. Just regular unsweetened works best here. Mix the last of the sugar and cocoa powder on low speed until it is mostly incorporated. It should be extremely thick and not resemble much like buttercream, but we've still got another ingredient to add. You might be wondering why we're not using real chocolate in this recipe. The simple reason for this is I've tried both ways and you don't get much of a difference using real chocolate. The cocoa powder carries so much flavour and this buttercream already has the perfect texture, so there really is no need for real chocolate. If you disagree, try this recipe and let me know your thoughts afterwards. Turn your mixer on to low and stream in about half a cup of milk or cream. I usually use milk, but cream works too. You may need more than this, but just start off with half a cup first and check the consistency. As the milk or cream is incorporated, your buttercream should loosen up and start to look light and fluffy. Add more milk if it's too thick, but just a dash at a time. Give the bowl another scrape down to get all of the sugar and butter that is stuck to the sides, and add a touch of vanilla essence. Mix on medium speed for another few minutes. Even though this is chocolate buttercream, the vanilla really deepens the chocolate flavour. You should be left with the most softest, fluffiest and delicious chocolate buttercream you've ever tasted. Perfect for piping over cupcakes or using to decorate a layer cake. If you have any questions, put them in the comments below and I'll get back to you. Let me know if you're going to try this recipe. I would love to see a picture. Thank you for watching and I'll see you on my next video.